So once after the completion of installing Jenkins, we have to create the job for which we are going to create the responsibilities, right? So for example, if we are going to have different sort of projects or different sort of roles in a single project, what we have to do is we have to create some different roles where we can able to give the job which is going to be specified its purpose, and according to that we have to create the permissions for those responsibilities. So once after the job has been successfully configured, we have to run the triggered code or commands for which we can able to perform the integration as well as the deployment part. Next, creating CI/CD pipelines. So for example, if we are going to creating, we'll see what actually a pipeline is. So pipeline is nothing but we are going to contain the sequence of compilation, unit testing, integration testing and deployment of various environments. So for example, the tasks what we are going to do with respect to a specific unit or specific part of the project, such things are called as pipelines. So we are going to involve such pipelines with the help of creating CI/CD pipelines. So Jenkins is one of such kind tool which can be able to facilitate such creation of pipelines, and this we are going to detect the issues. So what are the advantages of creating these sort of pipelines is we can able to identify any defects at the early stages, and we can able to deliver the project as speed as possible when we compared with the conventional networks. Next, so CI server is going to be responsible for creating and compilation of the changes what we have made in the servers, and CD pipeline is going to arrange how the such executed units are going to be integrated together as a part of a specific thing. Then this is going to enhance the collaboration as well as deliver the software to end users. Now we will see how the version control systems are going to place a prominent role in this picture. Now we will see what actually the version control mechanisms are. So we are going to have some version control mechanisms like Git, Mercurial and SVN. Most probably we are much familiar with the word called as Git. So Git is a kind of version control system. Version control system is nothing but it is going to act as a server which can be accessible to the entire team, and every individual user or every individual developer he can have his own sort of workspace, and whatever the changes done in that particular space are going to be integrated and applicable, and it is going to be updated in that particular server which is going to be accessed by the team of members. So that is what a version control system is. Now such version control systems are going to integrate the implementation of branching strategies, and also we'll see what the branching strategies are in the upcoming sessions, and then it also going to create a user friendly environment for developing the project in parallel with each other. So mostly we are going to perform agile principles or agile methodology to be done, which for implementing the project to be done in parallel with respect to the systems, right? So that is what the version control systems responsibility is. So it is going to facilitate some parallel development efforts, and also it is going to help for branching strategies, and the deployment strategies are going to be discussed now. So what are the deployment strategies? For example, we are going to deploy the project which the users are being currently used. Like for example, if you consider any sort of e-commerce website, so the updates are going to be done whenever that software or that particular website is going to be used without any intervention or without any disrupts. So such sort of deployment strategies are going to be discussed in this particular slide. So we are going to see the most two important deployment strategies, out of which first one is blue-green deployment strategy. So the blue-green deployment strategy is nothing but we are going to create the entire website or entire project into two parts. So first part is going to be labeled with blue and second part is going to be labeled with green. So what actually the blue colored part is going to take is, it is going to create a specific kind of environment which is currently using that particular website, or whoever the website is going to be accessed by the users, it is going to be marked as the blue. Then when it comes to green, suppose if you are going to modify any changes without disturbing that existing website, we are going to list out all such changes and we are going to mark them as a green or in green color, and then we have to work on such updates. So the team who are going to develop that updations will have the clear idea that what actually we have to concentrate on and what we have not to touch as a part of development. So once after the inactive environment, like whatever the part which we have marked with green color has been completely updated, then the same part is going to be given for the usage of the users. Then if you observe the last point, we can able to see that clearly. So once the updates are successfully deployed and validated, that green environment is going to be shifted to the blue, right? So that the actual users can able to use the updated version rather than what they are using the previous versions. And the next strategy is canary deployment. So this is done with respect to subset based development. So there we are not having any sort of colors and all. So we are going to divide the parts what we are going to update into subsets, and we are going to release that subsets in the incremental fashion. So these are the self-assessment questions which you can able to expect from the current session, and these are the references what you can able to find out in order to get the in detailed information regarding the topic. Thank you.